Yo guys, what's going on? I'm back with another devlog. Anyway, today I'm basically just gonna go over all the changes I made since the last devlog. Not been a huge amount, but there has been, not in quantity but in quality, there definitely has been anyway. So number one, after last devlog, I kind of slowed down on work on the engine itself, and I've just started to work on more the app of the engine. Some guy in the comments last episode, he said that I should turn the engine into a website, and I considered it, but that would be quite hard considering the engine. Well, I'm not even gonna say that it's gonna be quite hard because I haven't looked at it, but I don't know how realistic that's going to be, and that's not within my primary goals. Anyway, there's potential. I'm not saying completely slam it, but it's just not in my priority. Anyway, so after the last episode, I started working on a balloons demake to test out the capability of my engine. I don't have any footage of that at the moment. It doesn't really work at the moment either, so that's kind of my fault for not recording it. But I haven't worked on it for like a month now or something. But it's basically balloons made in my engine in a single scene, and it works mostly when it was working. But the path tower placing algorithms are just a bit buggy at the moment, so I haven't actually tried fixing it. I just moved away from it and just started trying to get other things done because I was kind of too hung on it. During that, I made a few sub libraries within the engine. Called like GUI Lite, where it's GUI but it doesn't use the GUI service, so it's not rendered within the applicant. Like, you could use that library in any Pygame application is what I'm trying to say. It just returns a surface of that GUI, for example, like a simple drop shadow. Don't know if I talked about that last time. I got special effects like shadows, outlines, blurring, basically just some like random things to help me like create the game. They're not really polished. I don't know if I'm going to keep them in there, but they're there. I'm not even going to bother showing them because it took me like a couple hours to implement everything there, and it's still really buggy. Anyway, like I said, I moved away from that now, and I'm working on the actual application, so it's like more of like a Unity remake, Roblox Studio-ish remake. And basically, before I even started working on it, I had to test whether I could render Pygame games within the engine or within the application framework that I use. That could be Tkinter, PyQT5, WX Python, all those. And I wanted PyQT5 because what I know is good, and it's got loads of features. It's super cross-platform. It's basically what I'm familiar with as well. And one thing that I have to talk about is when I was asking questions on Stack Overflow, there's basically no research on it, like none at all. So I low-key had to just figure it all out by myself. When I asked a question on Stack Overflow, oh, it's a duplicate of this question. It's a duplicate of this. I was like, okay, my bad. So I looked at the duplicate, and they basically said it's not possible. But it is possible. It's definitely possible. I know it is. And I know it is because I did it. So people are like, oh, don't make frameworks, don't do this, don't do that. No, just do it. Like, it works. The FPS is fine. I got no downsides. I don't know. Stack Overflow haters are just, the people on Stack Overflow are just bred different. Like, they're the type of people who don't just give you an answer. They just tell you that there is an answer. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But they told me it's not possible, so I did it. And the way that it works is it uses a Qt image, and it basically opens a Pygame window off screen, and then it turns this Pygame surface into an image, and then that image is then drawn on a PyQt widget every like frame essentially of the PyQt window, and it just uses a timer to update. That way you don't have to thread it because Pygame isn't thread safe. So it runs on the main thread just fine, no lag, no issues. It works amazingly, pretty much. The only downside is it does open an extra window, and I mean, that's it really. Oh, and you also have to link to the Python file as if you're importing a module. So it doesn't help if the Python file is in another directory, but you can just do sys imports, which I'll get into in a, maybe not this devlog, but in a bit. Or maybe I will, I don't know, it's not that long. You can basically import things using sys, uh, the sys module to import things from another file. It's very buggy, but it works just fine for my use case. Anyway, what's on my list now? Yeah, I've also got hot loading in the new engine. Like I said, there's not even, I can't even update you on much because like a lot of it's just been like qualitative work. Like there just isn't that much to talk about, but a lot of it's just very like semantic-y, detail-y, just like everything we just needed on video to be explained. But anyway, you can see here the widget showcasing the preview widget and whatnot working with Pygame. The input works, mouse input works. It's a bit hacky how I have to do it, but it does work. I do really want to change it. So all I've got left is to finish off my hot loading. Hot loading, if you don't know, is basically where you can edit the program while it's running. And I've got that, so it edits within the, it changes the preview window with the code that it's run off of. And you basically, the engine has capability to set a main file and generate a main file, which will generate like a template Pygame file, which you can then edit within the engine using the built-in IDE that I've made within the PyQT5 engine. And then from that you can edit the code and it runs that code off of the viewport, so that way you can like edit and change values whenever you save the file and stuff. It's pretty cool. The only problem is variables don't save, so it essentially just closes and reopens the window really quickly without you noticing, so it looks like it's hot loading but it's not. But I have got it to work. I'll show a video now of it working, and really there's nothing else to update you on other than the fact that the uploads are going to slow down, so you might not see me for the next 2 months unless you join the Discord, which I'll get into in a sec. But yeah, uploads are going to slow down hugely because I'm going to Borneo, Indonesia in like less than a month. So that's 2 weeks already gone where I can't work on the engine and I can't record or anything. I've got my exams coming up, so I'm gonna have to lock in. That means less time on the engine, less time recording. Then I got some holiday, and I'm just working loads without some holiday to get some money for like a car and stuff. But I can still work on the engine then, because again it's summer holiday. So you won't see me until like July, and then I go on holiday in the summer holiday, believe it or not, and then you won't see me for a while. So just don't expect an upload for the next 2 months, but who knows, I might just upload within the next 2 months. Anyway, I made Discord ages ago actually, but I've only just decided to reopen it. I'm gonna leave that in the link below to join, and then you can ask me questions about the engine, the details, whatever. I'm happy to share as much as possible, mostly. But yeah, you can talk to me there, and you can also see that I'm not dead there, because you know you can talk to me anyway. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you in a year.